Good morning, guys. I'm WUSA Season 5, Episode 35. And just leaving home. It is Wednesday morning. We are heading out of town. I am extremely tired this morning. Last night was up late doing some online stuff and actually paid off pretty well. Ended up ahead $301. So it's a nice start to our day today. This morning, everybody was running late. My youngest wasn't feeling well, he said, which I believe. I know he has some issues, but I know he doesn't like school also. So it's hard to tell, but some clues are that he didn't come get his phone when he woke up, and he was up for over an hour. That should tell you that he probably really wasn't feeling well. He sat in the living room ready for school except for his socks, and then he went back to bed. And I'm looking at the clock, it's getting closer, and it's only 5 minutes from when the bus is going to come, and he's not coming down. So I went up and talked to him, got him to come downstairs, got his phone for him while he got his socks on, got something to eat and all that stuff, and he was out the door as the bus was pulling up. So got him off, and then I laid down for another minute and got ready to go and was going out the door. And my wife told me that he had forgotten his lunch, and I know he's already had a bad start to his day, so I'm going to drop his lunch off at school, and then we're going to head out from there. So today it is a lot warmer than the last couple days, but not going to be anywhere close to what it was yesterday. Right now it's about 33 degrees outside, and that's pretty much going to be the high. The high is going to be 34. It feels like temperature is 25 degrees, and at least the snow is going to continue to melt, though. I mean, anything over 32 is going to be good. Next couple days are going to be good also. Every single day is above 32 for the high, and then in the next week it's going to get above 60. So the snow will be gone by then, hopefully. Just went over an area here where someone must have hit a skunk. I haven't smelled that in about 6 months. Even being out in the country, lots of skunks and things get hit all the time, but it's been wintertime, so I guess one of the first warm days that guy came out and boom, got hit. Today I feel like it's going to be a grinder day, and I want to make it a grinder day. I want to make it a day where I sit at the table and I grind away, unless the count gets to like -8 true count. I want to stay there as long as the conditions are good. Other than that, and I want to try to grind some money out. It's going to be a lower limit table most likely, but I just want to get some table time in, get my confidence up. My confidence has been so shot lately, up and down, big money, little money, and it's like at some points you're like, is this just flipping a coin and hoping, or am I really doing something here? And I'm making money every month, which is great. I can't even recall, and I don't want to jinx myself here, but I can't recall the last month that I had a down month. I'd have to look it up. I'm sure, I don't know if I had one last year or not, but it sure feels awful. And when you're spending that much time and money traveling back and forth, it doesn't feel good. So today I want to try to get more time at the table, whether they're putting me in the system or not, and try to get some time in. I keep my spread probably 1 to 8, 1 to 10, something reasonable, and just try to make money and hopefully feel better. There's so much competition right now for slot machines. There's so many players and less machines to play. So we'll see. But today we also have meetings. Of course, now we have that daily team meeting that we didn't have before. That's an hour a day to discuss all the things that are going on. And then looks like other than that today, I don't have anything else. Tomorrow I have 3 meetings. Friday I have 2 meetings. So not terrible. And then we're off. I already have my calendar set to give my out of office, so that's good. Silver is up pretty nicely this morning. About 1:30 a.m. last night, it started moving up sharply, and it's up about $4.50 for the day right now at a little bit over 85. It did actually hit 86 and a quarter at one point, so hopefully, level off here, move up a little bit, level off there, move up a little bit. That's all we can ask. So, yeah, that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll come back and update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. Just finished my meeting, and luckily it was shortened because one guy lives in an area where cars were being broken into, and someone was breaking into his car yesterday, so he couldn't make it to work because he was too tired, because he woke up at 2 a.m. like some young, weak, I don't want to say it. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. When I was your age, I didn't go to sleep till 4 a.m. and then get up at 7 a.m. to go to work. Get out of here. You're in your 20s. Come on, you woke up at 2 a.m. so you can't go to work? Come on, that was yesterday. Today he's at the car dealership getting his car checked out to make sure everything's okay and it wasn't damaged. Get out of here. Then the other guy, the meeting is almost half over, and he's like, oh, I forgot, I have a therapy appointment today. Come on, you're the one who set this meeting up. You have a therapy appointment? Seriously. I mean, work is work and home is home, but now you have work-life balance. That's why you need 100 people to do 2 people's work. Come on, man. I've done all my stuff for the week already. I had it done by Tuesday morning, and I'm working 2 hours a day. Ridiculous. Anyway, all right. Lots of police out today, a lot of police presence. My first 150 miles so far of today, I've seen at least 10 or more police cars in the medians checking speeds. So I don't know what's happening here. They're making up for lost time because of the snow. And here's another interesting thing. This area got way more snow than we did, and there's almost no snow on the ground. I still have at least 18 inches of snow on the ground at home. Right now I'm looking at a lawn that has 0 snow on it because it's in the sun. Another one here that has just barely a little bit of snow on it. Kind of crazy. But the sun has come out. It is an okay day out right now. The roads are dry. Other than the police, we'll keep our speed in range, and I'll get to this first casino, and hopefully have a good day today. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. Hopefully don't get interrupted by someone here getting in the elevator. Close it up here real quick. Alright, just got out of there, heading back to the car. Just a terrible session. Played a low limit table, actually a weird table. It's a $35 minimum, and played from 35 to 500 one hand, and right away was having a rough time. Got to even a couple times, and I did rat hole a few. Actually, I forgot to cash those. It's not much in chips though, but overall couldn't get anything going at all. This guy at work is asking me to do something for him, which takes like 1 second from my laptop. I'm so frustrated with the guy, and he keeps telling me, oh, I need to do it, can you do it for me, because it affects my statistics, can you get it done for me, let me know when you have it done. I'm like, dude, just give me a couple hours, I'll get it done for you. It's normally something that we don't just do in 1 minute anyway, so him expecting me to have it done quickly is not reasonable or normal. So Let me get this case back on here. Man, it was such a horrible experience. So spreading from 35 to 500, I bought in for 300, 300, and 300, and 300, and 300, and 300, and 300, over and over and over. Could not get anything going. Never got ahead. And just totally disgusting. High counts, true sevens, true eights. And nothing was working out. In one shoe, the dealer got 13 black. That's right. The average, let's say, on a 6 deck, 1 deck penetration should be like, what, 100 hands, maybe. So 5 for everybody, maybe. You know, I mean, he got 13 blackjacks to my 0. So that definitely, you can tell how things went when I tell you that. So I bought in for a total of 6,000, and ended up, my computer's frozen up, ended up leaving down $5,950. So big loss, to say the least. Went and played some other stuff and was able to make a lot of it back. Actually, unreasonably made a lot of it back. Just with I turned $400 into, like, stupid money. Like, you gotta look it up here. 3,906. I had $3,506 profit. It still puts me down $2,300 for the day. And to say I'm frustrated is an understatement. The one time that someone came to the table with me, oh, I see what's going on. My mouse is frozen. The one time that somebody came to the table, he bought in for $1,000. He played one hand. He got 2 aces. He split it to 4 hands. Got 2 10s, a 9, and an 8, and won everything. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there trying to make something happen, and nothing is working. And he just walks up, and then he just plays the one hand. After taking forever and having smaller bills, he just plays the one hand, and then he colors up and leaves. So yeah, I don't know at this point. Let me contact this guy about this vulnerability that he wants me to look at. Get this taken care of, get him off my back, and then I think we'll go to another spot. So anyway, I got a lot more to tell you about it too. I'll be back. All right, I'm a little bit calmer now. Not calm, but a little bit calmer. So sick, man. And the thing that I won on, I shouldn't have done well on, and I get 9x my money on it. It's like, and during that blackjack session too, I had a hand that would have hit a big jackpot too, like a W2 size jackpot. And of course, I'm not playing the side bet. The side bet is beatable in some instances, but it wasn't at that point. And of course, it had to come when I wasn't playing it, even though, I mean, I don't play it often. Maybe 2% of the time is when it's in range, but it was never in range today. So, and then they didn't put me in the system. And normally this place, I got to keep telling them to stop putting me in. And they didn't put me in for the big loss. And I saw this one guy who's the guy who told me the reason why they were putting me in. And I talked to him. I said, see, when I lose, you don't put me in. When I win, you put me in. When I break even, you say that I won. And he got to the bottom of it and got it put in the system for me. I think he trusted the numbers that I gave him and put it in the system. So whatever, if they're going to keep track of me, I need to just keep it showing a loss all the time, even if I don't win. And of course, I was playing unrated when I did win. So actually, for me, that was a little bit helpful. It's not helpful to be down, but it's good that they got the negative and not the positive portion of it. Oh, man. I don't know if this is a stupid thing here. Different way to earn rewards. Start earning. I don't really care. So I think right now we're going to head on to another place. We're going to try to play blackjack. They don't have a great blackjack game generally. We're going to see if we can get in on a high limit game and see if we can make some money back. Even 500 or 1,000 right now would feel a little bit better. If we can make more, hey, that would be awesome, but I'm not counting on it. I'm just going to try to just do my normal thing. It's funny. Today I decided to go with lower limits and kind of stabilize myself and get my confidence up, and got shot down like you wouldn't believe. So, oh, it's pretty sick. It really is, but it's all right. All right, we are moving on to another casino, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. During that spell where I was buying and buying and buying and buying, I thought that we miscounted at one point, so I just counted all my money on my drive over here, and we did miscount, actually. I actually lost $300 less, so minus 55.50, not minus 58.50. Means I'm 2,000 away instead of 2,300 away, but still not good. But let's go. I mean, I count my money before I start each day, and I put it on my phone, the total amount, and then I always count at the end and make sure it lines up. And today, since I'd only been to one place and I knew exactly how much I had in chips, it was pretty easy. So hopefully, we have some decent luck at this place, and I'll be back. All right, well, as I was getting ready to start this recording, I get the alert that I reached my steps for the day. Whoop-de-doo, reached my steps for the day. Remember when I used to make about 25 cents a step when I was in Vegas? What happened to those days? Let's get those days back. Those were good days, man. Went into this place, and it was kind of busy on the tables. I wasn't able to play any table games, but I was able to play slots. I'm usually covered up a lot when I come into this place just because of an issue from a long time ago, and they haven't really said anything to me. I've seen the head of security almost every time I'm in here, so I'm probably okay, but still, you just want to make sure you're okay. I'm actually hotter in two other places nearby than this place. I played slots. I was up about $200 almost right away, and then I was down about 400, and then up and down, but mainly in a narrow range. So I was probably down as much as like 500 and up as much as about 400 or so. Really just stayed in that range, but played a lot of different things, but just overall wasn't able to make too much headway on the bigger plays. The smaller plays won more. So, this could have been a really big win. The way it went down, it just variance got me. I ended up ahead $455 though, so that's helpful. We went from being down what we thought was $59.50, which was actually $55.50, to being down $2,000, to being down about $1,500 at this point. So, down $1,500 is never good, but when you were down four times that much, it looks a lot more appealing. So I see now that they've opened up their whole parking lot. A bunch of it was, he's about to leave. A bunch of it was closed off because of the snow, because there was so much snow. It looks like that's all melted away. And I'm actually really shocked because this place had so much more snow, and it's weird. It's all gone already. But man, I'd like to get the rest of this money back. I just don't see what else I can do at this point. It's already about an hour past the time I would normally be heading home. I don't know. Do I stay overnight? I don't know. I got the Vegas trip at the end of the week. I get everything in order for that. Special thanks to a friend of mine who gave me a play in Vegas that's worth, a few hundred a day, and told me not to tell anyone. So definitely won't, but it's good to know nice people. It's good to be nice to people. It's good to share information and help each other out, but it's also good to keep it quiet when you should. But I'm going to definitely try what he told me. And actually, another friend of mine told me about another play, and we'll give that a shot. Hopefully, that's still around. It's gotten a little bit of publicity lately. A lot of people didn't know about it. He told me in confidence, and I didn't tell anybody. But now it seems like a bunch of people have figured it out as well. So who knows? Who knows? Let's head back to the other casino and see what we can do here. Maybe make a little bit more money. And I got to remember, I can tell you right now, I got a minute. Last night, I printed a chip tube. It's a tube that's as big as normal size casino chips, slightly bigger. And it's, talk about heavy duty, man. This thing is so strong, such thick walls on it. And it's got a nice cap, screw-on cap, and I think it holds 30 chips. So when I get home, I'll actually try it with some of the ones I have at home. But it's beautiful, and it was supposed to come in like 4 colors, like mixed together. I just did it all in just black, and it looks excellent. I think that's the best color for it. And it would actually be good to have it in the car. It would match, the darkness in the car. People wouldn't even see it if they were looking at stuff. So even putting it under the seat or whatever, I don't want to tell you all the places. But it's a real nice compact way to hold your money. Because lots of times, I had different containers that I'd bought from the dollar store and put it in bags and things like that. This is cool because it's a nice tube and it's solid. And I could put a magnet on it and attach it to the bottom of a seat or whatever I want to do, and I think it would work really well. So anyway, that used about 100 grams of filament, and 1,000 grams, a kilogram of filament cost me about $10. So it cost me about $1 to make that. So anyway, all right, we're going to head out to this place, and I'll be back to update you. You know what I just realized? The last 3 big losses, the 2 I've already talked about in December and one a couple weeks ago, and this one today, all of them were the same dealer. What is up with that? The same dealer every time, 3 of them. Wow. Alright, so I go into the high limit and start playing there, and it's just going nowhere. Up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little. And finally I get to the point where there's just totally negative. I can't make any money on it anymore. Big negative count. And I get up, I'm ahead $150. $150 darn dollars. And I color up and I look behind me and there's a security manager standing there. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Go on, man. So what do you do in that situation? Do you just shuffle away and hope that they don't talk to you? No, that's not the way that MW does it. I walked right up to him and I said, how's it going? He's like, oh, all right, how you doing? I said, oh, you don't want to ask me. And I talked to him for 2 minutes, joking around, smack him on the shoulder, all that stuff like we're buddies, and tell him I'll talk to you next time, and I leave. See you next time. No. And I walk away from him. Acting like you're guilty or you're doing something or anything like that doesn't help things. Shuffling away quietly or hiding or whatever, that doesn't help anything. That reinforces what they might think. So you walk up to them and you talk to them like a normal person would, and they're like, okay, well, what am I supposed to think? I mean, okay, this is just, you know what I mean? It just the way that I do things. So might be right, might be wrong, but it's always worked for me for years. And, I guess it's lucky that I haven't done well at the beginning of the year here, because it's showing that I'm just a ploppy. But, and most of the big wins I've had this year have been off the record Sunday nights or when other people aren't around that know me. So it's worked out pretty well. So anyway, I made a little bit there. I'm going to go cash these chips. We're going to play some more slots. and I'll come back and update you. Alright, well, tried to go to a different pit, but my friend Skeletor was over there, so I don't want to play with him there. The lower limit, not as desirable table anyway, but their penetration here is excellent, but just right now going through a rough patch here, so gonna keep on looking here. We'll see what happens. I haven't cashed out the chips yet, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I am back, and a lot has happened since I talked to you last. So I think I may have already mentioned that I played a little bit of blackjack, ended up ahead 150. I also played some slots and had some ups and downs, but really couldn't make very much. Ended up ahead 151 on the slots. That's another 300, puts us down about 1,200 instead of almost 6,000. So it's a nice little comeback. While I was in there, I saw the world in there. Everybody that I knew was in there. There was an Asian couple, and I don't think they knew what they were doing, but they were playing this machine, and it was in range for like 2 hours, and they were slow playing it, and they were putting the money in $20 at a time. So an advantage player would come by and see them playing and sit there and watch them 20, 20, 20, and then he'd give up and leave. Another guy would come and sit for a while, and then he'd give up and leave. And after about 2 hours, they were still there playing, and they hadn't finished the play. They were just relaxing, talking, and all that stuff, and just taking forever. So that's one thing. Talked to a lot of people in there. Cashed out my chips. Talked to a friend of mine who was playing some poker. That's the guy who was asking me about how to win at blackjack. And he's been playing a lot of poker lately and not doing very well from what I'm hearing from him. I don't know where he gets his money, honestly. People say that he does something maybe that's not on the up and up, but I have no idea because he's in the casino all the time. So when he has time to do something else, I don't know. He's one of 2 or 3 people that it seems like whenever I'm there, he's there. So day or night. So anyway, finished up there and left there, talked to a couple people on the phone, went and picked up some food, got some vegetables, and let's see here. Okay, so at this point, I decided that maybe we'll make it at least a late night, if not an overnight. I'm already tired, and it's still, work is just now ending, and I'm already tired. But I think we're going to move on to another casino. This one is a couple hours away from here, so it'll definitely be dark. It's getting dark right now, so it'll definitely be dark by the time we get there. Traffic so far has been a little bit heavy. I've been driving for about 20 minutes so far. Still have a couple hours to go. So we'll go there, and hopefully we can make some money there. They have some double deck there. Lots of slot machines, so we'll see what happens. And they have some very high value slot machines, high denomination stuff, so there's some possibilities there. So forget about what's happened so far today, because it means nothing, because the next stop could make all the difference in the day, hopefully for the positive. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. My belly is full. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little bit tired. But you know what? Actually, I do have some electrolytes in here. I'll drink those, and we'll go from there. So that's what's going on so far, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back, and just got here finally, getting ready to walk in the front door, and feeling tired. Back is stiff, neck is stiff. So we'll see how it goes. Gonna walk around, look at machines first, and then probably sit down, play some double deck blackjack. So yeah, wish me luck. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So a couple things here. I went in there, did my thing, played slots and slots and slots, and went to blackjack, and they had double up blackjack, they had 8 deck blackjack, they had double deck that was full, and they had 6 deck with okay penetration, and all the tables were relatively busy. So I ended up not playing any blackjack, but I did play slots, and I hung around between plus 300 and minus 300 pretty much the whole time that I was in there. Couldn't get out of that rut, but I did actually learn something new from an advantage player there. It's not a game, but it's something about the reward system that I didn't know that you could do. Now, I don't have a card there, but it's something good to know in case I ever wanted a card there. It would be helpful. So anyway, overall, I ended up ahead $296, which means we're still down $1,000 for the day. And I'm about 5.5 hours away from home right now, so I need to figure out what to do. I was going to continue on, go even further away, but I kind of feel like that's not the best idea. Tomorrow, I have a meeting with one of my kids' teachers in the evening, so I need to get sleep, and then I'm going to be traveling tomorrow, and then I'll have to get home in time to go to that meeting. So I'm feeling like an overnight tonight would probably make me really tired tomorrow, and although there's money involved and all that stuff, I don't think it's the best idea. Also, 2 hours back toward home, there's another casino that I can hit, but it's out of the way, so it actually adds more time to my trip, and I'm probably not going to do that. Now, the fuel I got this morning, if you'll recall, when I left home, it was I had about, 90 miles range or so. I still have fuel in the car, so I'm in really good shape. I'm going to continue on here, and I may hit one more casino on the way. I'm not sure yet. But it's just been a really full day. It seems like a very emotional day, a very up and down day. Again, I hate to say it, man, because I like to feel like I'm a positive person and stuff, but a very angry day. So, it's dark, 2-lane highway, cars on the road with me, so it's still pretty busy. It's late. Won't be home till after midnight, most likely. Well, for sure. So right now, I'm just going to continue on and take a little break, think things through, and figure out what my next step is. I don't have to make a decision on direction for the next hour or so, and then I need to kind of set things in stone. So let me do that. Let me kind of figure out what I want to do. I walked around this place for a long time, and when I told you earlier that I almost hit my steps for the day, I've now doubled my steps for the day plus. So definitely been a lot of walking, a lot of driving, and negative results so far. So if you include the online stuff I did early this morning, I'm down 700 for the day approximately. So can I make 700 more on the way home? I don't think so, but you never know. So for now, I'm going to let you go, and I'll come back and let you know what's happening. All right, guys, it's about almost an hour later, and I was looking at YouTube, and I decided to look at my account, and it turns out that there was a bad setting, and the last 100 or so episodes, most of them were marked as private, so none of them were available, so I didn't make those available. I have a small following on YouTube, just a couple hundred people, but they didn't have access to most of the episodes, so those are turned on right now. Sorry to those people who listen on YouTube. I know a lot of the people who do, like 40 to 50% of those people actually listen to the episode through their TV. They may or may not have a personal computer at home, so I apologize if a lot of those episodes weren't available, but now you've got about 2 months worth of episodes to listen to, so sorry about that. I'll be back. Alright guys, we're gonna just continue on home. It's after 11 already, still have a long way to go. We do some segments. What did you eat today? MW had a bunch of vegetables. I had a protein shake, electrolyte drink, more vegetables. I had half pound of roast beef with horseradish, and that's pretty much it. Overall, can't really rate much. The roast beef was okay, and I give it like a 9 on a scale of 2 through ace. And what did you tip today, MW? You know, I got really aggravated. Later on, I figured out that it was the same dealer that's dealt to me the last 3 big losses that I've had. And I was telling somebody about that, and the first thing they said was, "You think they're cheating?" And no, I don't think they're cheating, but it reminds me of something that happened a couple of years ago where I really stopped playing their game because it just seems like the way it was shuffled every time was really unusual. Aces clumped together, weird things happening, and I just really stopped playing that game. It was a $100 game, and I'd keep taking a beating every time I would play it, so I just stopped playing it at all. But I tipped $0 today. And what did you learn today, MW? Well, you know, this morning my son forgot his lunch, and tomorrow we have a meeting with the teacher and all that. And sometimes, you know, you're all set up for an overnight trip, and it just isn't going to be in the cards, so to speak. I got to get home and get some rest. And then tomorrow's going to be another long day, leave extra early, get home early so that we can go to the school and meet with the teacher. So I guess I learned, you know, sometimes you think you know what's going to happen, and life just throws you for a loop. And, you know, we have other things outside of gambling that we need to do. So you got to make sure that all the family stuff gets taken care of and all that. So, going to be a while still in the car, but you know, temperature's good. It's 31 degrees, the roads are dry, traffic is medium, so we're just gonna sit back and relax and enjoy the ride, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.